In today's episode of Homestead How, I head out into the forest to my bushcraft shelter that we built in our last video and see if I can survive the night in a snowstorm. It sure is good to be back in the wilderness again. Last week on Homestead How, I did an overnight camp solo in the woods with just a tarp and no tent, and it was freezing cold out, and I had an amazing time. Since then, we built this bushcraft shelter, and I plan to do more camping trips like this. The shelter is located deep in the woods of our property. I drove my truck out as far as I could, and now I have about a 100-yard hike by foot to reach the shelter. It's been raining out all day long, and the rain finally gave way to snow, so I'm getting a late start. If you're new to our channel, thanks for stopping by, and be sure to watch till the very end. At the end of every episode of Homestead How, we show some of our favorite photographs and night time lapses of the stars at the end of every video.
Gary here from Homestead How. Welcome to our homestead forest. Hopefully you can see my face okay. It's snowing out like crazy. We've got a winter weather advisory. It was raining out all day, so I'm out here a little bit later. I'm hoping I can get a fire started now. Although everything's wet, so we'll see how that goes. dry out.
These tacos turned out amazing, as you'll see here in a second. Quick tip, if you're ever cooking tacos and you want to reach for that taco powder mix that you mix in with the meat, skip it. Try cooking your ground beef in a cast iron skillet once with no seasoning. Maybe add a little taco sauce at the end like I do, but it turns out amazing. It's almost like when you get a little char on the side of a steak. It's so much better than using that taco mix that comes in the little packets.
Well, we got a problem. I've been here for about 2 hours. I collected firewood. I made my fire. I just made some amazing tacos. Those suckers were good. But the problem is, although it's snowing now, it was raining all day. And I figured I'd give it a little time and come out here. That's why I'm out here later. The pine needles in there have just been dripping for the last 2 hours. And I'll show you. So we got enough cover here. I don't know if you could, oh my goodness, I want to ruin my new bag. I went to move some of these and they're just dripping. You don't even touch them and they've been dripping this whole time. This whole pad is completely soaked. Look at all that water. That's from like an hour or two. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call this one off. I don't feel like that big of a baby because I'm not gonna just sit out here and get soaking wet. And if you watch my other video I did a week or two ago, I slept outside with a tarp, no tent, similar to this, except this was a tarp. I made it all night. I didn't baby out. So I'm not really babying out now. I don't know who would sleep in just water all night. Can you hear it? It's just dripping, dripping, dripping the whole time. I'm not even touching it. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I was really looking forward to doing another overnight. Maybe tomorrow or over the weekend I'll try again. Oh man, this thing is completely soaked.
As I mentioned in the last video, I still need to invest in a proper camping backpack. If you guys have ideas or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. These backpacks can be a couple $100s, and I want to make sure to get a good quality one that'll work for what I need it. In the meantime, I've been using a sled to track things back and forth, but with all my camera equipment and lights, I had to make several trips here back to the car.
I left that light on by the truck because, believe it or not, I kept getting lost, disoriented. Ended up way on the other side somehow. Whew. Plus it looks pretty cool. That was like my 7th trip back. Gotta pack lighter. I was looking forward to this all week. Maybe tomorrow. It was just way too wet. I was gonna try to suck it up, but my sleeping pad was literally drenched. And as I sat there and watched it, the water was just raining down from those pine needles. Even though it rained a couple hours ago, they were just drenched. So I don't see any way around it other than making a watertight shelter next time. I thought about putting my tarp up, but we weren't expecting any rain around here. It's been freezing cold and snowing the last time I did my overnight with the tarp. Check that video out if you guys want. That was a really cool video. I stayed the whole night, had a tarp. Kind of wish I had that tarp now because I would have been fine. I was freezing cold out then. It's like right around 33 Fahrenheit now. Rained all day, snowed now, so I'm gonna head back to the house and hopefully over the weekend I can get out here again and use the shelter.
As promised, here are a few of our favorite recent photos taken on our homestead. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe and share with a friend.